should be back up now. Okay, good. Yep, sorry about that. Alright, we're just waiting for my breakfast sandwich. Very exciting. I know this is riveting content. Yes, Origins is a board game convention. Board game and role-playing convention. So it's kind of like Gen Con that I go to every year, but smaller. And I'm part of the Origins library here, so I have a panel later today. But other than that, I'm going to be mostly at my booth, so I thought I would show people through the hall. And right now I'm just waiting for my fuel, by which I mean my breakfast sandwich. Which I'm hoping is that right there. I'm hoping that's what that is. Exactly. Exactly. That's the way I look at it, Rogan. Well, honestly, like some of these are a little uninspiring, like the zucchini bread. The biscotti. It's too dry. But I did get myself Sirius Aquafina. What's up, Echo? Is Pantsless Aaron here, really? He started on his board game YouTube something with another friend of his. Is he here? Echo, do you know? I did not know that. Yeah, you don't know if he's here? Huh, that's interesting. Oh man, look at this. I could have gotten, these mini chocolate chip cookies. Oh man. I saw the breakfast sandwich and I flew too close to the sun. I flew too close to the sun when I saw the breakfast sandwich. I couldn't resist. Look, there's like 5 seconds left.
Sorry, I was too far away.
2, 1. No, yeah, I know about that, Echo. Yeah, for sure. All right, there it is. I'm gonna see if I can ask this nice gentleman for a bag, because I'm about to make my way through a horde of people. You would have a breakfast sandwich right this second. I don't blame you, Ten. That is why I'm doing this right now, because otherwise you just never get out to food. Yeah, can I get a bag, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks a lot. You too. All right, let's go get ourselves positioned here, chat. Yeah, good morning, Ten. How are you? I'm about to take you guys through the excitement of Origins, so just bear with me as I get myself set up. Oh, this, by the way, is the anthology that I wrote my story for. That's the anthology. I think it came out really nicely. And you can see my name is on the back there, right there where my pinky is. And inside, that is me. So there is my book. All right, there's that. Yeah, I flipped right to it. Oh, Origins and setup was great. Yeah, Origins and setup was no problem, actually. It's just a long drive. I mean, it's like an 8-hour drive out from New York to Columbus, but I went out with my friend Aaron Rosenberg, who I've had you guys see before on my channel. You're going to see him again today. And yeah, it was no problem. So now we are headed out through what they call the Big Bar on 2. That's what this is. And then we're going through here. Now we're leaving the hotel and we're going to the convention center, which opened probably about 10 minutes ago or so. So you can see they got a lot of these ballrooms have been taken over by Origins. Here you see if you wanted to go to the Dungeons and Dragons place. Now here's the thing that gets me. D&D is the co-sponsor of this. I cannot find a blessed D&D book anywhere in this entire convention. I just want to buy a damn book, and I can't get a book, and that frustrates me. All right, here we go. You're about to enter a wretched hive of scum and villainy, but no. Yep, con season. All right, here we go. So we got Starfinder here on the left, passing by. This is just a small little sub area though. You can see Starfinder, you see Paizo over there. You got Shadowrun over here. You got Dragonfire. Catalyst always has a big presence here. I've been talking quite a bit to Catalyst. Yeah, I got conned. Yeah, I know I did. So yeah, lots of Dragonfire. They've had a woman here playing guitar every day for hours. And I think I hear her. I think she's here again. Ah, Starbucks. Yep. Yep, she's here again. Yes, I already met him. He actually gave me the core manual, Echo. Rich and Brian. Alrighty. So she's been there every morning, playing away. But yeah, I met Rich and Brian 2 days ago. They gave me a shirt and dice. They gave me the core manual. It's awesome. And we got, and the channel is mentioned in there, thanks to Gregory Wilson and his team. And they mentioned the 4 players and everything. So, all right, guys, here you go. Get ready for the deep dive. Now, this is not as big as Origins, but still, this is always a cool site. Get ready to descend into the world of the Origins convention. Now, most of these people are already inside the hall. Yeah, I talked to him about that, Echo. He had a lot of personal stuff going on, so I did talk to him about that. And what I need from you, Echo, is you need to send me your regular email address. Thank you for reminding me. You need to send me your regular email address, just on Discord or something, and that way he will send it to you via that, because he doesn't have the original info. And so, yeah, just send me the original, your actual email address, and I'll get it to you. Descent into the maelstrom. Here's all the people waiting online. We don't have to worry about them though. Gaming hall here is on the right. Is where a lot of the games are happening, actual play sessions. But we're going into B, exhibit hall B, which is where the actual exhibitors are mostly. There's a few exhibitors outside, but most of them are inside this hall. Yeah, that's cool, Echo. Yep. I need to ask, I think it's Genly won the other one. I need to make sure that I ask him, get him to give me his regular email address also. What's up, Div? Welcome to Origins, Divinorium. I totally need a banner like this for Greyshade and Icarus right up there. I think it's huge. And that one too. All right, now they have this one up here all the time. This is, you got Battletech virtual stuff going on over here, virtual world. So all these things are like, you can see, oh, look at that, speak of the devil. Icarus. Huh? See? It's meant to be. I don't know, would you want to name your ship the Icarus? Like, I feel like that would not be, I don't know about that. I feel like that's dangerous. There's that whole thing about what actually happened in the original mythology. Yeah, thanks, Echo. I think he's the one who won the other one, but I need to double check. I don't remember if it's him or not. All right, here we go, kids. Exhibit hall time. Like so. Catalyst Game Labs. Oh. There's Catalyst, there's Dragonfire. Yeah, it was like a live Battletech, man. Hey, look who's this guy. Our campaign box. Look who they got. Hi.
Morning of day 3.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely. You guys are all standing. Most of these people I was talking to yesterday when I was on the spot. And so was John. So I saw these people in other environments last night. Where can you get one of those? It's a good question. I think you need about 10,000 extra dollars, Dave. So here's all the Dragonfire stuff on the free Earth. Not literally, but there's a lot of it. You guys may know a certain Cade Marbidas. Yep. He's growing his beard.
Yeah, but they were using chassis.
John, say hi to the nice people on Twitch. Echo says you're already growing your beard back for that post-campaign talk of IAB.
Right, I must be her suit. Yes.
How are you feeling on day 3?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Although I gotta say, I was a little not disappointed, but surprised that Saturday Power was not what I expected.
Yeah.
But no, we're doing great. Catalyst is actually like a
Good, I'm glad you like it.
We were thrilled. He's thrilled.
That's awesome.
I can't give away all our secrets, but actually you can paint
Yeah,
them
we
and show
thankfully
the
we have
folks
the
what
new-
they
Well, I did. I showed them all these things.
Here's the Wild, Corruption Kalasham. These are the ones that are coming out for here ahead of the releases for
And
retail.
honestly,
Okay.
So they've been moving very well. For Dragonfire, our big game this year. Sorry.
Yeah, I have that one I have from last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Div says after so much Halfling D&D, he assumed you'd be way shorter. No, John is as tall as I am, maybe slightly taller even.
Oh, that better.
Is that better? Now you know. He looks different this way. Yeah, well I know.
Have you had a chance to actually play the game?
I played a little bit, but I only am able to get it to hit the table very infrequently, just because it's mostly me. So.
A lot of fun though.
Yeah.
You making the rounds?
Yes, I'm just basically heading down that way, but I was stopping by to say hi.
All right, man.
So I shall say more later.
Yep. See you this afternoon.
All right, sounds good. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye-bye. All right, there he is. Okay, here we go. We got Catan. We've got 1 week Ultimate Werewolf, you can see right there. They're doing a demo. Well, Twitch, I don't have time for a demo, but you can tell the people on Twitch what one week Werewolf is all about if you like.
It's pretty much you take One Night Ultimate Werewolf and Clue, combine it together. It gives you more time to find information about the people who are the werewolf.
Okay.
And also deceive the others around you.
Okay, this is new here? It's just...
New at Hessen, but we've got
Okay.
the prototype right here.
Oh, the prototype over there. All right, well, I will swing by and check it out later on. I've got to get over to the library, but all right. Okay, chat, Werewolf is there. Thanks, guys. I love that. That's awesome. Where's Trendane? We need Tren right now. Where is Tren? Stat. Is that Roker Tren? Totally need him stat. All right. So, it's always an interesting experience going through trying to get a feel for how many people are here. My sense is that this might be a little light for Saturday. I don't know if that's true yet, but my sense is that's possible. And it's interesting that they're just handing out, like, usually you get a bag if you buy from these people, but they're actually handing out, like, the nice bags, like what that guy's holding. So, I don't know. You got me covered there? Yeah, I'll have to swing it by there if Trend comes on at some point. For some reason, my viewer count isn't working, so I have no idea what my viewer count is right now. All right, now that's the other exhibit hall where there's other gaming going on over there, but we're going to be turning this way and heading this direction. Oh, 13, all right. Yeah, thanks. That's cool. What's up, Laderberg? What's going on? All right. It's always important to check out. I don't really know about people selling jerky. I don't really... Is that a big thing for nerds now?
After about 20 to 30 minutes, questions they have to say as well. Tanks or questions
Yep. All right. And Origins. Here we go. There's my booth. You can see it yourself. What's up, Jasper? All right, I just lower my breakfast sandwich to the ground. All right. Okay. So there's Aaron. We'll talk to him more in a minute. There's Don. There's Nick. Many people that are here. Here's a gentleman who wants me to sign something. Hello.
Thomas, I actually attended your
The reading.
yesterday.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Thank you.
It was exactly what I want a short story to be. Keeps your mind thinking about the universe, creates enough interest that draws you right in very quickly. I thought it was very good.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Do you have any other short stories?
Sure, and in fact, if this is the convention anthology from last year, and I have a story, Judgment, which is in there.
I believe I do not have any.
And there's a lot of other people who are here who have that. That's 15 here. So
What is Icarus?
Icarus is the story of, there you go, is the story of a young boy who falls into the heart of a dormant volcano and the creatures that he finds there. You can take a look at the art if you like. Specifically, that guy, Icarus. And he finds two people, specifically Jelinek, who's kind of he's a flame petal prospector. It's like the energy source down there. Kind of an Old West Gabby Hayes type. And then Rig, who's this two-tailed, lava-resistant, sort of like a lava-resistant dog called a Solar. And Icarus remembers only his name and has great power, and so much of the book is him figuring out who he is and why these people are after him for his power, and he's helped in that by Jelinek and Rig. So books 2 and 3 we're talking about now, but yeah, that's 15 as well. So, and this one has a couple of extra short stories from a couple of people here actually, including John Helfers, and that one is just the story by itself. So that's 20 and that's 15.
Go ahead and pick this up.
All right. Sounds great. Sorry, chat. I am making signings and sales. I'm live broadcasting this at the moment, so. All right, let's see. So, Thomas, you said. All right. Sure. All right, there's that, and then see. Actually, yeah, 20. That's easy. No change needed. That's right.
That worked out nicely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the kind words too.
Oh yeah, you earned that. Don't thank me. You earned that.
Thanks. Hi there. I've seen you in previous years, I think.
Yep.
As well. You look familiar to me. How's the con been for you this year?
I've only been here about half an hour.
Okay.
So it could be worse.
It could be worse, that's right. Yeah, that came out pretty well, I think, with the group, so. That you can feel free to take if you like. It's a little beaten up. It's my last one of those. So. All right. Dedicated fan. There we go. Okay, so now I can actually say hi to the fine people on Twitch, Aaron. And that past Tim Chat is Tim Zahn as well, who we spoke to. You spoke to actually Aaron and Tim at Farpoint, I believe. So Aaron, how's the con so far? Yeah? I'm gonna swing around so you can actually take a look. Oh, no I'm not. I'm gonna stay right where I was. I was going to...
looking for cards because I do Kindle.
Gotcha. That is my card. Hello, how are you? These books over here are all Aaron's, so you can actually see Aaron brought a lot more books than I did, because Aaron writes a ton. Back there is Mike Stackpole. You can see Mike Stackpole right there, who wrote a bunch of stuff for Battletech and Star Wars, of course. Chantel, who's the coordinator of Origins, the Origins Library. There's Ron and Janine over there, who used to do Soundston Library Publishing. If you guys know anything about Star Wars, that's Brian Young. I'll go over and say hi to him in a little bit. This is Nick. You know Mike Underwood, our friend Mike, Turbo Tango. Mike was the North American marketing manager for Angry Robot, and Nick publishes with Angry Robot. He had 2 books with them. And let's see, we've got Don over there. I did say Timothy Zahn. I did indeed. I met with them at Farpoint and I talked to him. There's Doc Myers back there, and Don did his stuff with me as well. Oh yeah, you don't want to forget that. And there's Lucy Snyder. I did a panel with her. So yeah. Yep. Yep, absolutely. Well, a lot of people did. He had Thrawn there as well. I don't want to stray too far away, but within my booth, I'm going to swing this way. All right, Don, say hi to the fine people on Twitch.
Hey Twitch, how are you doing there?
So, Don, tell me about Wet Work, which just came out.
My work came out this week. It's the second Dick Thornby thriller.
Okay.
Dick Thornby's a spy, but he's not James Bond. He's not Jason Bourne. He's got a wife, a kid, a mortgage. His wife doesn't know he's a spy, and he does spy stuff.
Awesome. And I love this cover, too. This is really, really cool, as I try not to mess it up.
And that was done by a guy in Venezuela who works very fast and at a very good price.
That's very cool. It's amazing how international this has become with people that you sort of source from everywhere.
Yep.
And then these books, like some of these, so I'm surprised you have any of these left, actually.
I only have a few.
Those are the originals. I have a couple of those over my booth as well. Forced Conversion, Green Sword, Chet. This is my first novel, came out from the exact same publisher, 5-star, and it was bought by the same guy, John Helfers, previously mentioned.
And he edited that, and he actually edited Forced Conversion 2. It came out in hardback. That's a re-release trade paperback there.
Yeah, and I got a blurb from Robert Sawyer, which is a good get.
Which was a cold contact.
Really?
Really. But the important thing about that was, I mentioned my editor was John Helfers, and he goes, I know John, so I'll read your book.
Nice. I didn't know John had that pull with that guy. I'll have to keep that in mind. That's awesome, though.
It is awesome.
That's really cool. Well, I mean, Don is a good writer. Don and I have done a number of things. We did a panel yesterday, actually, as well. Eighth Day Genesis, which gets mentioned a lot because there's a lot of people that are in here. And I know these people. I know Maurice. I know Don. I know Janine. I know Brian. A lot of people that are in here, too. That's right, Echo. You don't want debt. You want books. That's what you want is books. That's 100% right. All right. Well, thank you, Don. Well, tell us where you can find online your stuff. Like, where do they go?
You can find almost all of this stuff on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The other thing is, for this weekend, I've got a Father's Day story on Amazon.
Okay.
And a Father's Day 3-pack of stories on Amazon. You can get one story for 99 cents, cheaper than a card.
Okay.
Much better. Or you can get 3 stories for $1.99.
That's awesome. All right, chat. You know what to do. You got to make that happen. Thanks, Don.
Take care.
All right, I'm going to swing by some others too. This is Doc Myers. Now, this guy is a machine. I'm glad that he's standing. Everything's okay with him this morning. I won't go into detail, but Doc is a world-class cookbook writer and does other things too, but in particular cookbooks, and sells like gangbusters. Everyone who comes up gets one, including this gentleman here who's going to get one right now live. I have no idea if he's going to. But yeah, like Doc is an absolute machine, and these are really fun too. Bard's Tale cookbooks, and like I remember the Dwarven one from years ago, but all of them are really, really cool. What book is written on his t-shirt? Scallywags.com. I think it's a card game, not an actual, yeah, it's a card game. So,
you gotta get the back of it.
although your letter does not deserve a reply, since you called me a corsair, I write you these few lines to ask you to come quickly. We're waiting for you with great pleasure, and we have powder and ball with which to receive you. Henry Morgan. I love it. That's awesome. That's cool. All right, Doc, if they want to get your books online, where do they get the awesome set of cookbooks that you possess?
Look at dmmyers.com.
Okay, dmmyers.com. And the latest cookbook is which one? If you have any.
It's either the Slightly Wrong Cookbook, the Children's Cookbook, or my fiction anthology, Strange Flowers.
Strange Flowers of Reason. I did not want to give short shrift to your anthology, but the Slightly Wrong Cookbook, which has a bunch of short stories followed by ingredients. And I won't show them all so that everyone gets them, but you know that this is legit because it's not going to focus. Gingerbread, Gyngerbrede, Gingerbread. Yep, it's DMM, right? EYERS. Yep, that's right. Thank you, Ten. It's DMMEYERS.com. Right, with an E, not with a Y. Is it with an E or Y?
MYERS.
Oh, okay. So it's DMM. So Echo's right. It's DMMYERS. Okay. Like as in that, like Myers there. All right. I will get out of his way and let them sell more stuff. Thank you, Doc. All right. I'm gonna head over here. All right. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna talk to the great Brian Young. Say hi to the people on Twitch, Brian.
Howdy do.
So Brian is an expert. First of all, a good writer, but he's also an expert on all things Star Wars. Many things. He's written for the Huffington Post, and he has written columns for Star Wars Insider and StarWars.com. and he is an incredible defender of all things Star Wars, more than I usually defend Star Wars, but he is the, oh God, see? Now see, the thing is, this tie is not ironic, that's the thing. He really believes, down deep, that Jar Jar Binks is fundamentally important to the series. I report, you decide. I don't know what to say. So Brian, tell me what you got that's like your newest thing that is out that you have a lot of great stuff, but just, you know.
I have a lot of stuff. My nonfiction book, A Children's Illustrated History of Presidential Assassination. It's a serious children's book that I'm very fond of.
Yep.
And I've got a steampunk World War I book that I'm very, very proud of.
Aeronaut, which I always think like the Rocketeer when I see it, but I don't know.
I mean, it's about the story starts with a guy who's in the trenches with a jetpack.
Okay.
So that's the technological improvement where it's like, well, fine, if we're going to go with trenches, we're going to jump over them.
Okay, so it's like the high level pitch, so to speak.
Yeah.
The Chad likes your table cover. Chad is not wild. Well, actually, okay, there's some disagreement about Jar Jar. One person's like, that's unfortunate. Another person's like, I love Jar Jar, so okay. You got the controversy.
People are coming around.
It's a long play.
Yeah.
So are you at liberty to talk about any projects that you're working on in the near future?
I'm sort of allowed to let you look at here.
Can I?
Yeah, but
Okay, so let me know. It's
not announced yet, but
look at that, Chad.
On my table.
Just, I mean, you know, some of you may know this, some of you have heard of this, so this gentleman is now involved in it. So, without talking in specifics, if there were someone like you that might be working on something like this, how might that have come to pass?
It's that I happen to be introduced to people as a Robotech nerd as well as a Star Wars nerd.
Okay.
And I was doing some consulting about the universe for some other board games, and this company happened to grab the license and offered me a position.
Awesome. That's super cool. They want to know what you think about, well, first of all, they're all like, wow, about this, but then they also want to know about what you think about the Clone War episode where Jar Jar has to rescue Padme.
Oh, Bombad Jedi, written by Kevin Rubio. It's a really great episode. Kevin Rubio, you know, he did the one of the first important fan films with Troops, the Cops parody on Tatooine.
Yep.
And he wrote for Simpsons for a long time, or projects like that. And so he wrote this episode where Jar Jar is sort of mistaken hilariously as a Jedi because all of his clumsy accidents happen to work in the advantage of saving Padme. And it's a super fun episode, and it's both my daughters, it's probably their favorite episode of Clone Wars.
Wow. So there you have it. I like that he had chambered and ready the writer, the actual like things that he did. What do you think, Echo? Are you impressed with this knowledge? I did not have anywhere near this kind of knowledge about Star Wars. So is there any rough ETA on when more of this is going to be happening?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Work is very early. This is all just the mechanics. I'm told there will be more information at Gen Con.
Okay. And I will definitely be at Gen Con as well.
Possibly San Diego Comic Con, but definitely Gen Con. And I'll be at Gen Con as well.
Yes, he will be there as well. Echo says that you got his vote. He's seriously impressed, so that's good. All right, so if they want to find out everything about Brian Young, where do they go?
They can go to swankmotron.com.
Swankmotron.com.
Or Twitter, @swankmotron.
@swankmotron. Look for the guy defending all Star Wars all the time. I mean, and I don't mean that, you know, poorly. Like, he does it very well with these really thoughtful tweets that I sometimes disagree with, but they're always well thought out.
You're welcome to disagree with them civilly.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you disagree with them civilly. But all right, thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, say bye to them. Yes, swankmotron.com. Yep. All right, this. Say hi to the fine people on Twitch, Dylan.
Why, hello.
So Dylan is here. Yeah, that's right. Dylan, remember, was with us when he was talking about the game that he did for Tin Man Games, fighting fantasy game books. And Dylan is blowing up as a game designer. I'm not going to talk about things that he's involved in that are secret, but I will say that he is the brains behind Sprawl Ops, Shadowrun Sprawl Ops, which is currently at what, roughly speaking, Dylan?
190,000 this morning.
So I have to ask, because I know you've been pumped up about this. That's got to be just surreal beyond belief. Like what is your feeling about it?
It is crazy because it is more than all of the other Kickstarters I've been involved in, which is quite a few put together. So it's a little heady. and just a little intimidating, but incredibly awesome at the same time. It's an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
But you feel like you don't quite have the ground underneath you, so you're just running as fast as you can.
Does it do anything in terms of what does it set up? I mean, your motivations were internal, but does it give you any kind of like, does it add pressure? Does it make you feel like this is awesome, now I can do even more? Like, what does it do, like for other projects, say?
It makes me want to get home and start working on other projects.
Yeah. Because it's seriously.
It's like, okay, this is working, I have to keep it going.
Yes. I am very excited for Dylan to work on other projects, and I can't talk about why. You still have the picture of Dylan in the armor with John standing beside him at Gen Con last year. That was cool. Well, that's what we first showed. Like, we actually showed the box, if you remember. You showed us the box that was in the case, but it wasn't a real thing, you know, the way it is now, like totally together. Man, that's amazing. So, and of course, we got over here is your fiction, and of course, and this incredibly impressive banner. But I know I'm gonna leave you alone to deal with folks, but where do they find out all things Dylan online?
The easiest way to do it is my website or my Facebook.
Okay.
Dylan Bertolo is my name.
DylanBertolo.com, right there. .com. All right, thanks, man. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let's swing over this way. All right, hi, Lucy. Say hi to the fine people on Twitch.
Hello, 5 people on Twitch.
So this is Lucy Snyder, who is a fine writer. Lucy and I did a world building panel, and just for the record, we have the record for highest attendance so far. No big deal, not a big deal. So Lucy, what is the sort of latest, greatest thing that you're particularly working on, like at the moment that you're pushing here?
Okay, well, I have a couple of books. My most recent book is my collection, While the Black Stars Burn.
That's an awesome cover, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, it was done by Italian artist Daniel Serra. He
Okay.
does a lot of really great covers for people who write weird fiction. This collection won the Bram Stoker Award, and it has a mix of science fiction, fantasy, and horror, but a lot of the stories in here are Lovecraftian themed.
Yep.
There's a couple of stories in here about the King in Yellow, that type of thing.
Nice. And I know we have some Cthulhu fans that are in chat. That's awesome. Cool. And others?
We also have Installing Linux on a Dead Badger, which is a perennial gamer favorite.
Okay.
It was really cool. I had a couple of people who bought this in the past, and one fellow is a DM, and he says he's been able to mine this book for a lot of like world building ideas.
Okay.
Which warms my heart because we were on the world building panel, and it's something I try to pay a lot of attention to. And at least one person has found this practically useful for their gaming experiences. So, you know, that made me pretty happy.
Awesome. That's super cool. I love that the title is just awesome by itself. Do you have, you shared the pit, okay, thanks, Echo. Do you have anything in particular that is sort of like the new project coming up that you don't have here, but that you're pumped up about?
Yeah, I'm going to have like 3, possibly 4 books out like toward the end of fall, early next year, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
My next collection from Raw Dog Spring Press, who did these 2 books. My next collection is called Garden of Eldritch Delights, and that'll be out probably in October. I don't have a page for that. I don't have a cover for that yet, but all of that will be forthcoming really soon.
Okay.
I am co-editing the Carol War anthology with Michael Bailey. That will also be out sometime this fall.
Nice.
You can learn about that one online. And I just, this weekend, made a deal for a novel.
Really?
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I can't announce the publisher yet because it hasn't been officially announced yet.
Oh.
You can extrapolate about which publisher it might be.
Okay.
Based on who's here at the convention.
Okay. I have some thoughts,
I
yeah.
have some thoughts, yeah. So anyway, that one is called The Girl with the Star-Stained Soul, and that one is another Lovecraftian novel.
Awesome.
It takes place in the Deep South. It's Lovecraftian Southern Gothic, which I feel is sort of a subgenre that has been insufficiently explored, at least not to saturation.
That's
So,
awesome. Congratulations. I need to talk to you about that separately off stream. But anyway, so that's awesome. Cool. So where do we find out about all things Lucy Snyder online?
You can find all things Lucy Snyder at my website.
Which is there. Whoop. All right, lucysnyder.com.
Yep.
Okay. And that's where they can track down all of your fiction. And Lucy's been writing for a number of years, so it has a lot of stuff and a lot of good material. But that's great. Congratulations on the novel. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you.
All right. Let's move along the line. I'm going to try to get to everybody if I can. I'm going to get to Nick next. So I just met this gentleman for the first time, but he is a nice guy. He's from Baltimore. He's a friend of Mike Underwood's. And this is Nick Corpon, who had a couple books with Angry Robots. So say hi to the fine people on Twitch, Nick.
Hello, how are you?
So tell me a little bit about the 2 books and also what you got planned coming up. Like what's up next?
Okay. The quick pitch is Murder, Mayhem, and Memory Thieves. It's about 2 best friends, Henrik and Wallace, who led a rebellion against the authoritarian regime. freaked out and started a riot. Riot ended up killing his wife and kid, and he was sentenced to death by the regime. Wallace tried to save his best friend and had his sentence commuted if he agreed to work as a memory thief for the regime, stealing the memories of the people he was trying to liberate.
That's awesome. And I know the first two came out here, and then you've got also on audio. You know, I mean, it's not Trendane, it's not George, it's not our vocalist, but still. No, I'm just joking. But talk a little bit about what is planned next for this series and for you, like in general.
There's a third book that I have planned out. I'm not sure when it'll come. Hopefully soon.
Okay.
And what am I working on now? I'm working on edits for a book called Rogue Matter, which I've been pitching as like Die Hard in Space.
Okay.
Or The Shield in Space.
Okay.
And then next up after that is kind of a riff on Indiana Jones with Aztec mythology.
Nice.
Aztec gods, and a bunch of weird sci-fi stuff.
Awesome. That's cool. Where do people find out about all things Nick Corpon online?
You can follow me on Twitter. It's just Nick Corpon, NIKKORPON. I have a website that I update once every 3 or 4 years.
Okay. So the fast way is Twitter, basically, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
And that is the way you do the name, people.
No one can ever spell my name right.
Yep. NIK space KORPON, and that's cool. Thank you, Nick.
Awesome.
I appreciate it. All right. We talked to Aaron. There's Tim. They're dealing with people, so I'll not bother them there. There is Chantel and Mike. Say hi to the fine people on Twitch, Chantel. Say hi to the fine people on Twitch.
Hi, Twitch people.
So this is Chantel Aimé Osman, who is the author and also is one of the coordinators at Origins, and I've showed them that already, but you can show it again. And she was the editor of this anthology I showed you that was this badass anthology that was awesome. So Chantel, tell me, what is the thing that you've been most sort of pleased about or excited about this weekend, Origins-wise?
I love having new people in the workshops that are being introduced to writing for maybe the first time. We've had a bunch of those, so as a teacher, that makes me really happy.
Yep.
As an editor, I've been thrilled to just be around so many different writers. We have sci-fi writers, mystery writers, fantasy writers, and kind of bringing all that together in a new thing made me very happy.
That's awesome, and you did a really good job with it. Do you want to sort of pitch quickly your own fiction, like where people can find it and about it?
I just started a imprint with Down and Out books called New Wave Crime, which you can find at downandout.com.
Okay.
So if you have crime fiction that's a little bit outside of the norm, I'm interested in looking at it.
Okay.
I have a project coming out, fingers crossed, next year called Serial Killer. It's an episodic thriller that I've co-written and co-edited with Jason Starr, Jeffrey Deaver, Ian Colfer, and a bunch of other people who are also participating.
Awesome. And like online, where do they find you?
Chanteleme, CHANTELLEAIMEE.com.
Osmond, which is basically the first part, .com.
That would have been easier.
As well.
You're good at this.
Listen. Thank you, Chantel, very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to shift it over just slightly. He's already dealing with other people, so I'll wait. Yeah, this is his table right here, and this is Mike Stackpole, who is... Oh, sorry, I don't mean to jump in your discussion. Okay.
This is the world famous Ken St. Andre.
And Ken St. Andre, who is the guest of honor, absolutely.
One of my longest running friends, Mike Stackpole.
I'm glad you're still running, Mike. It's like,
You're
this is
friend, you have to.
You have to be right. Yeah.
Either to keep up or get away.
So we have gaming and writing legends here both. So I'll start with you, if I may, for just quickly. So guest of honor here at Origins. How many times have you been to Origins? And I know you've been to Gen Con as well. So how many times here?
Lost track.
Yeah.
I never thought to actually put notches in my belt or anything to keep track of it. But I was coming to Origins long before it decided that Columbus was its permanent home.
Did you go through the merger year? When they presented together Origins at Gen Con? Were you there for that one?
Whoever went, there were two of the shows we did.
Yeah. No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Or if I did, I didn't notice.
Okay. It's the same way. That's pretty neat.
The secret is I'm, a game designer and a writer and associated with Flying Buffalo and all of that. But I would never remember Gamma, so the secret business of Gamma remains secret to me.
That's right. And of course, I actually played when I was a kid, Tunnels and Trolls, and there was also a couple adventures that Mike did that were with him as well. Can I ask you quickly how things have changed in your view? I know it's a big question, but especially with conventions as you go to those, is there a different feel now than there was when you started going a while ago or not?
There are more big companies.
Okay.
And fewer small companies in the hall. There are everything is much more automated and streamlined and computerized than it used to be.
Okay.
Other than that, the gamers remain gamers and very friendly. It's always a good place to meet people that you know from other parts of the country and get together working for that. It remains a very enjoyable experience. I always thought Origins was my favorite gaming convention.
Nice. Wow, that's great. Well, thank you very much, and it's an honor to meet you in person. And I guess I'll just quickly move over to Mike quickly, who of course has been in some ways the author guru for many years here, and of course is a member of the Gamma board. So Mike, I guess I would ask a similar question since I just asked Ken that too. How has it changed for you, the convention side, either Origins or convention going in general for you?
Well, especially with Origins as an example. The first time I came was in December '79. I love it. There were 2,000 people in the University Gymnasium.
Yeah.
There were 3 winners. Okay. Now, a lot more diverse crowd.
Yeah.
Also, over the years, and that's been a number of years, we're seeing grandparents bringing their grandchildren when I'd seen them previously here as gamers on their children, and now they're their grandchildren.
That's pretty cool.
And a lot of what Ken said is, the boost in production values for all the games are so much higher than they were. Back in the early days, you could bag a game in a bagging. Go to Kinko's. It didn't even exist back then, but go to a copy shop. Make 50 copies of your game, saddle staple them, put them in a plastic bag, and you can sell them on the channel. And now, it's going to be a year to launch a project, especially if you're going through Kickstarter.
Right.
You've got to have full color art, components. Again, back in the early days, we never manufactured in China. We never had to worry about import duties.
Right.
Or whether or not our container truck arrived.
Right.
It was whether or not somebody brought the box.
I don't know what you made it out of.
Oh yeah, so things have...
And it just massively reversed. Also, card games were so impossible to do back then because making cards was incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
And the family games, what we have now for the family or Euro games, really didn't exist all the way back then. It was 4 games and role-playing games, impinging, and then role-playing games got bigger. Miniatures used to be massive.
Yeah.
And now they're still a part of our industry, but much smaller.
Yeah.
And it's not because they've shrunk, it's because the rest of the industry's gone around.
Right, I was going to say, especially like even the role-playing space, like there's all the systems and things like that have come into place. I have a bunch of people who are going out, like, I love Stackpole's work, it's cool to see him, yeah. So on the fiction side, quickly, Mike, I know you always have a bunch of stuff going on, but is there one thing in particular that you're like, this new thing that I'm working on is awesome and you should check that out, you know what I mean?
I have my Patreon project, which is, I'm serializing the sequel to a novel of mine, Italian Revenant. So this is one that people have always wanted the sequel to.
Yep.
And I finally found a way to do it.
Okay.
So I'm doing it through that as well as other stories which connect to my In Hero Years Undead universe and just a lot of other stuff that a lot of people haven't seen because it's either brand new and I haven't, it's never been published before, or it got published in, say, an anthology like we did with Mysteries.
Right.
So I'll do a story in there. It may not have wide circulation, and people can find it through that. The other things is I'm doing a novel which is tied in with the Dark Souls computer games. That's going to be kind of interesting because it's going to go on sale in Japan first. And then, so I'll write it in English. It'll get translated into Japanese. And I'm not sure if it's going to get translated back into English.
So Chad, having seen me try to play Dark Souls, so this is the Dark Souls of fiction that will be involved right there. It should be a grind. Given that game, it should be that difficult for that book to go through.
What I'm sort of seeing is also the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Getting that atmosphere down and making sure
the thing about that world, actually, which always struck me about a couple of these game worlds, there's a lot of implied lore, stuff that you just walk past and wouldn't notice it, but you really have to drill down to get into it, descriptions of items and things like that.
And this is because I guess they're doing a Dark Souls role-playing game in Japan.
Right.
So this is kind of a way to tie the things together.
Yeah.
So there will be more of that lore developed and stuff. So I'm kind of waiting to get my packet of, by the way, include all this.
That's going to be fun to see. It is, but it's always a pleasure to be, with these folks who have coordinated it. It's always a pleasure to be at Origins for me and the library.
Great having you here.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Where will so I see the patreon.com. I already had 2 people say they want to check it out. So patreon.com/Michael A. Stackpole. Where else can they find everything about you online?
Stormwolf.com is my website.
Stormwolf.com.
And then, the Wikipedia page that other people maintain is relatively accurate.
Okay, at the moment. Within 2 days. I was just going to say, yeah, exactly. Doesn't know Dark Souls, or whatever. Thank you, Mike, very much. I appreciate it. All right, Twitch, say goodbye to the fine people. All right, we're going to slide over here. Thank you. All right, and continuing on, we have one last person who I don't mean to bother because I know you're in the middle of something. But this is Timothy Zahn, who, when they first saw you, I know they've already seen you, but when the folks on Twitch watching first saw you, they're like, oh my God, so that was the reaction. So, Tim, I won't bother you long because we already spoke at Farpoint, but I just wanted to ask quickly, because I asked Mike and Ken just now, if you could talk just a little bit about how convention going has changed, because I was thinking about it walking through Origins today. It's got to be, for people who've been doing this for many years, how has it changed for you?
I think for me what's mostly happened is we've gone from the literary type of conventions, these smaller 500 to maybe 1,500
yeah.
conventions, to the big Comic-Con type things where they bring in not just comic book creators and authors, but also the media stars. And those become anywhere from 5 to 100,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of that, it's in some ways it's bad because it's so huge, but in other ways it's good because a lot of the people are going to go to the media folks, so only those who want to find the authors can come. They're less crowded.
Right.
That sort of thing. And it's a bigger conglomeration. The other thing for me is that I now get a table at many of these conventions.
Yeah.
Instead of just having a couple of one-hour signings, which means not only can I bring stuff to sell, but I'm available the entire time.
Right.
A one-hour signing, it's a, hi, how are you, what's your name, thanks for coming by, next. Here, people can find a time that I'm not busy, chat for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I like that being available.
Yeah. So do you think, and I just want to follow up on one thing, do you think in general accessibility of author to fan has been a net positive? I mean, I know there's some drawbacks to it, obviously, but...
Well, I like it.
Okay.
I mean, I like being able to be accessible at a big convention. There are more people, so it's a higher concentration of the readers. And also, of course, the big conventions, since they've got more money, can afford to bring me in.
Right.
Conventions, sometimes they can't bring their wife in.
Right.
This way we can come in, meet the fans,
yeah.
get the table.
Yeah, so it's been good for that reason. How has this con specifically been for you so far?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Kind of a mid-range of 10,000, 12,000, I don't know what.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Again, a lot of the focus here is on gaming, which means those who want to see the authors, it's not so crowded.
Yeah.
500-person convention.
Right. And we have fewer also people even in the library this year. So, and Tim also has a story, by the way, in that same anthology that you saw, one legend after another, they're saying. Yeah, so having the chance to have those anthologies as well. Tim, where can they could just Google you, but just where would be the central place? Okay, Facebook. Okay. So if you want to, you folks should go to Facebook and then say, hi, I saw you at Origins, through Twitch anyway. Thank you, Tim. Sorry to bother you. Thank you so much. All right, and then last I think is 2 gentlemen who are at my booth right now as I'm talking to my Twitch chat. Sorry guys. I will come back over here and I will say hello to them for a minute. I'll put chat down for just a moment. Sorry guys, I was running around doing stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. That one is about Icarus, about a young man who falls into the heart of a dormant volcano and the creatures that he finds there, specifically a flame petal prospector, the guy you might have seen, sort of dark red skin, called Jelinek, that guy. And then his two-tailed Solar, looks like a lava-resistant dog, really, called Rick. And those guys, Chris remembers only his name. They spend much of the book sort of with this great power, wondering why is this great power and what he's doing in the first place running from it. So just had a good response here. I have not a lot of them left. This is the main story, which is 15. This is the story plus some short stories from a couple of the writers here that fill out the world. That's 20.
Exactly what both demands are. There are not a lot of people who do that.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. That'd be great. This was the first one I did that. Now I double check. And two separate artists. Matt Slay was the first artist. That guy is Marco Santos, who's the second artist.
Okay.
I was the writer. If only I could be an artist, but not so much.
But I will push for you to do that. That would be awesome.
And also, I've done novels now, so this will be a Cool. Thank you. Sure, my pleasure.
Yeah, it's all the reason the world can.
Awesome. I think I got to just about everybody but Aaron. All right. Okay, I got to everybody but Aaron. And also good morning, Unjix. So yeah, you guys got to see Ken St. Andre there too. Ken St. Andre is the guest of honor here, works for Flying Buffalo, produced a lot of major sort of series and game episodes and things like that. So you got to see him as well.
Steady money school.
Just gonna water break. Oh, the writing on the shirt was Don's shirt. All right, let me do this quickly. Sorry, Don, you mind moving your badge for a second? They want to know what the rest of your... What the heck is all this?
And that is actually the story that I read.
Oh my gosh. You wore a shirt of that story?
I have a shirt of that story. It's got the entire story on it.
It is a little... That story is great, but a little disturbing.
It is a little disturbing. And the odd thing about the shirt is the story starts in kind of the middle of the back of the shirt. So you can't just, if you can't just start reading the story on the front.
You gotta walk you to read the whole thing.
But the front part, of course, since it's the middle of the story, has some of the more disturbing parts. And so, every once in a while, it's like, I don't want you to wear that shirt when we're going out to dinner.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, I wanted to know. Thanks, Don. So that's what that is. All right, I gotta plug in my battery, folks, before I say hi to Aaron, because I will wind down the battery. Yeah, exactly. Because you'll be like, well, my name is Cool. One sec, chat. Stay with me. Damn it.